Welcome, wrestling fans, as we bring you tonight's action from River Valley High School here in the campus of Spring Green. Scott Haugen to my left. He will help me bring things along here from the Division II team sectional from River Valley. As I said, our opponents here tonight are Melrose Mindoro G.E.T. And they are wrestling, Scott.
They're wrestling Lodi.
They will wrestle Lodi first round. And then to my right, we will see the Prairie Chien Blackhawks. And they will wrestle Sugar River from Monticello Nuclearis. Right?
Belleville, Monticello Nuclearis.
Yep. So those two teams, Monticello, Sugar River, and Prairie, coming out of that Division II regional from Saturday out of the Dodgeville regional. And G.E.T, Mel-Min, who am I missing?
Came out
of the Richland Center with Lodi up there as well. So the super regional setup has changed things a year ago, bringing two teams out of each regional here to the team sectional. So we will see some probably be a pretty good first round, don't you think, Scott? With that G.E.T Lodi looking to earn their right to, I think the writing's on the wall, so to speak, to say they're going to wrestle Prairie.
Yeah, because Prairie is number 2 and Lodi is number 4 at the last rankings I looked at.
Okay, so Prairie is also returning state team champion of a year ago. So looks to be some pretty good wrestling here tonight as we get started here, the tournament series for the WIAA. And with that, we will be back with our opening wrestling here from River Valley just shortly. All right, here we are. We are back and ready for wrestling action from River Valley. We are about to see our first opponents here. I've got Jacob Urban here to my right with these running my dashboard. Scott Haugen, as I said, to my left. His clerical guy might be, what do you call Dean, our clerical guy for you, Scott?
Yes.
So with that, we're going to have a little fun here tonight. Hopefully see some pretty good wrestling activity here from River Valley. Our two officials tonight for the Prairie Chien Sugar River match will be Riley Cade. This being Riley's first team sectional. We're seeing Hunter Reed for Prairie Chien picking up that first win for Prairie to go up with that 6-0. Down on mat number 1, Scott, who we have down there? Nobody assigned just yet. Down there on mat number 1, as I'm going to pan down there, Scott, we're going to pick up that wrestling action. Todd Schaff from Sauk Prairie, our official there in that match. We're going to take a little closer.
We have no names yet. Yeah, we do have another forfeit at 113 for Prairie, so now they're up 12-0.
Nice little dump there, maneuver by Melrose G.E.T. Still no names coming up. And maintaining offensive positioning was G.E.T. and picking up that fall as they come out of bounds. I guess they're awful quick on the clock, not seeing first period time, but
so that was Colton Koss.
That was Colton Koss for Melrose.
G.E.T.
Yep.
with a pin.
All right. So Lodi looks to have the even matches here.
That was the first 0-second pin I've ever seen, Wayne.
Yeah, right. Well, I heard of a 5-second pin on Saturday down in Mineral Point. It was announced. I did not see the actual action of the match, but so with that, I'm going to pan down here. We're going to go back down and pick up action on mat number 2, where we've got Brady Baumgardner of Prairie Chien, Zach Ball Blair of Sugar River, a sophomore at 19 and 17. Blair, a freshman for the Blackhawks at 23-25. Is that what that's saying, Jacob? I needed to bring my glasses with, apparently.
Oh, record? Yeah.
Yep. So two younger classmen here as we get started here. Rotated out of bounds. No action there, so back to the center. We set. What do we got going on, mat number 1, Scott?
All that's up on there now is that was Colton Cost that had that quick pin, and he's 44-5 sophomore for the win, and I'll keep you updated with who's there coming up.
Okay. I would think once they check those wrestlers in, that should upgrade right to the score, but it's not. I'm going to pull back just a little bit here. That way I'm not so close and I can see more of the action as it goes here. Still no score in this Baumgartner-Blair match. As I say that, Brady picking up that first takedown for the Blackhawks, going up with a 2-0 lead here, wrestling in period number 1.
So on the G.E.T mat, we have Coda Perney wrestling Drew Lochner. Perney's a 39-9 sophomore, and there is no record for Lochner.
Okay.
2-0 right now, Perney.
That Perney name's been around that G.E.T program for quite a while, so I'm sure there's a pretty good background there. At the end of second period here, down on mat number 2, Baumgart maintaining that 2-0 lead.
And over on the G.E.T mat, we did have Lochner with an escape. He let him up, and another takedown, up 4-1.
That is just completing period number 1 down there, so let you keep up on that, Matt, as we wrestle here in period number 2. They're showing Blair in control, so Baumgart trying to come out around to pick up either a escape or that reversal. Goes with a front arm bar, now goes kind of just a lever bar and comes around picking up that reversal to go up by a 4-0 score. Minute 15 to go in period number 2. He throws in that half off that right side, trying to break down on Blair. Lets that go, kind of jumps across to a left side, and just a nice little ankle pick, trying to roll him over with a half, not picking up any near fall just yet, maintaining position there in the wrestling circle, but then Riley's letting him wrestle right there on that edge, and there you see him rotate out of bounds. So 37 seconds to go here in period number 2. Baumgartner with that 4-0 lead.
And we're 4-1 over here. G.E.T leading. 51 seconds left in the second period.
Yeah, and just as you said that, Scott,
reversal.
He picked up that reversal. So you ever want to get scoring, just talk about your current scores. So Baumgartner rides with that deep waist right off the left side, goes armbar out of that, trying to work that to a snowplow maneuver, looking to turn on Blair. Blair kind of just bases out, not doing a whole lot there from that bottom position, as now Baumgartner runs that armbar, trying to walk that over to pick up some type of near fall. 5 seconds and counting here in period number 2. I don't think he's going to pick up anything there.
Now we're at the end of 2 on the G.E.T mat, and it's 4-3 Perney leading Lodi over here.
So entering period number 3, Blair has choice and will elect to ride starting this period number 3. So this keeps timing out.
Is there a way to
Just got to keep tapping it.
You do.
Yep, just keep bumping it. And
Okay.
so Blair started in the ride position. Once again, Baumgartner's out on the front, trying to come around to pick up that reversal once again. Not able to secure that reversal as he went out of bounds, but did earn that escape here to go up by a 5-0 lead.
We got some blood time on the G.E.T mat.
Okay, still with a 4-3 score up there.
Yes. And G.E.T is leading 6-0 on the team score.
Baumgartner picking up another takedown now, going up. That should be, is that 7? Yep, 7-0 our score here. Maintaining pretty good ride control is Baumgartner of Prairie du Chien. See, now to me that's out of bounds, Riley, but he's got he's got a knee and one elbow, so I guess maybe we're there, but he's letting him use all that that out of bounds that he can tonight. So as long as we call it the same either way, we'll go with it. So awarded that escape there as a, or I guess Baumgartner gave him that escape, putting him back on his feet, wanting to go takedowns in this last 30 seconds of period number 3. Looking, well, just sitting right now with just a decision is Baumgartner, needing that takedown to go with that major, but so just 23 seconds to go here, wanting to pick up those precious 2 points for that. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it will be another point on the team scores. So looking to widen that margin just a little bit.
Prairie over on the G.E.T mat was close to a near fall, got one swipe, but still 4-3 with 1:11 in the third period.
So as time expired, score remained at 7-1. So it'll take that score now to a 15-0 lead for the Blackhawks of Prairie du Chien. I'm going to rotate down, pick up the last bit here.
Lodi just got a reversal on near fall to take a lead, 8-4.
8-4, picking up wrestling here with 45 seconds to go in period number 3. As we said, 8-4 our score. Lodi, what do we got here for Lodi? That
Drew
is
Lochner.
Drew Lochner. Picking that up. He is a, well, that's a senior? Yes, yeah, that is a senior. So I got to believe that he's not a 0-0 wrestler, Scott.
No, I would say not. He's wrestling really well in this third period.
Right. Picking up a stalling warning was the wrestler from G.E.T. I don't know what the stoppage was for, but as we wrestle here, we're going to see a caution on the part of Lodi, apparently not covering appropriate as we start, and off and wrestling, 13 seconds to go here. Lochner just locking in on that left side, maintaining ride control and picking up that 4-point victory to now go up by, or no, it'll be a 6-3 score. They're the home. Yep, they're the home. So now just trailing the match by that 3-point margin.
No score over on the Prairie du Chien mat at 126. Two really good wrestlers going at it here.
Oh yeah, Mason Hurd, a senior at 31-17. Or did that say sophomore? God, I should have brought my glasses on. All right, I'm going to come back down here. We'll pick up this wrestling as we say, 1 minute to go here in period number 1. 2-0 our score in the likes of Blake Enders of Belleville with that 2-1 lead now, awarding that escape to Mason Hurd of Prairie.
Yeah, Enders is a state qualifier from last year, so a very good wrestler.
So I wonder if that is any relation to the Lodi head coach. That is Cody Enders, gentleman on the leftmost part of the chair. He's an All-American from UWL, I do believe.
You got a 2-1 score over on the G.E.T mat. G.E.T is leading 2-1. And that is Brody Bancy against Sander Kellogg from Lodi. Bancy is a 28-14 and doesn't look like we're going to get any Lodi records in this.
So what that's telling me is somebody didn't do their homework and
Yes.
fill out their paperwork. So you didn't happen to take a look here, Scott, looking into the future on Saturday, how many of these kids will match up in the Dells?
I didn't.
Okay. Because I'm sure there will be a handful of them. Whether or not they show their hand tonight, I guess will be interesting to see.
Oh, this have G.E.T just put Lodi on his back here on Matt G. There's the pin with minute and 30.
That minute 30.
1:30
Yep.
pin.
And to me, if G.E.T. is going to have a chance, they're going to have to take a pretty good lead into those upper weights.
Yeah, and they're up 12-3 now.
To take any of these, any momentum into those upper weights, because that's where Lodi, I think, is their strongest. Looking 44, 50 on up, seem to be pretty tight up in those weights. As we wrestle here on mat number 2, still with a 5-1 score, then Blake Enders over Mason Hurd of Prairie to Chien. So now up 7-1 is Blake. I think, Scott, I'm going to swap places with you. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to pick up on a couple of these Lodi matches. We haven't seen a whole lot of Lodi. So if you want to jump down, we'll trade mats, so to speak. And I'm going to pick up here on mat number 1. And Caleb Lord for Lodi. And he is trailing this match 2-0. Gunnar Kramer of G.E.T. Mel-Min. As we said, G.E.T. with a 12-0 lead right now, wrestling in 126-pound weight class. Kramer maintains that ride control, looking to go kind of just go armbar or work that left side into an armbar, comes around looking for a hammerlock, not able to come up with that, as we're looking to break down on Lord, but we're going to slide out of bounds here just momentarily, and back to the center we reset.
That Sugar River should be getting close to bonus points here at the 126 weight. They're up 9-2.
They need just that one thin point here.
And of course, Prairie's had all the points so far, so they need a win for the team. Got a 10-2 score, and Enders just took down again Hurd, so it's 12-2 with 1:47 left in the third period.
Could easily go to that tech. Just need a slim 5-point move, but here in period number 2, still with a 2-0 score. Kramer over Lord of Lodi. Kramer picking up another takedown here as we start second period wrestling. Throws a, kind of goes 2-on-1 off of that right side, now running an arm bar. Kind of losing control just momentarily. A nice little short sit by Lord, trying to come out and around, but Kramer maintaining that ride with just a hook of that left arm, trying to go grapevine off of that left side is Kramer.
Still 12-3 over on the Prairie de Chien mat. Now 13-3. He does have a chance for a tech fall here if he gets some more points for Sugar River. We'll see how it goes here with 41 seconds left.
Lord a little bit unprotected there, picking up that potentially dangerous call. No way to defend himself there, so back to the center, reset. Kramer once again riding that left side really tough, trying to maintain ride control. I gotta believe we're gonna see some type of warning here. He's kind of riding that left hip kind of tight. Seeing just enough action is Todd to hold that call off just for now. But no more than I said it. Look what happens.
So over on the Prairie de Chien mat, we had a 15-3 win for Blake Endries, and they get 4 points on the board, so it's 15-4 in favor of Prairie de Chien.
So wrestling here in period number 2, just 10 seconds to go here. Maintaining that 4-0 lead is Gunnar Kramer from Melrose G.E.T.
Looks like we got another forfeit on the Prairie PDC mat. Drake Ingram, 43-7, gets a forfeit. They're up Prairie de Chien 21-4 over Sugar River.
Lord chose to start this period number 2 from that riding position very quickly. Was Kramer to come up and around, picking up that reversal, now taking a 6-0 lead here. 126-pound semifinal round here from Team Sectionals in River Valley.
We're at 138, starting on Prairie de Chien mat. Baumgartner from Prairie, and it'll be a moment we'll know the Sugar River wrestler.
Kramer in around, picking up that takedown once again. Now up 9-1 our score. Kramer had cut Lord loose for an escape just moments ago. Now up by that 8-point margin. Picking up a major for sure, barring any more scoring, but that giving that crucial bonus point, as Scott said. And I think points here in this match are going to be very crucial. Anytime you can pick up those extra points is going to be very beneficial in that final score. So maintaining ride control is Kramer. Little short sit by Lord. Just a nice little kind of a short snap by Kramer. Not able to pick up anything there in the scoring. It's time winding down here in period number 3.
So at 138, we have Mason Baumgartner from PDC and Ashlyn Milbauer from Sugar River. He's 23-16. Baumgartner's 25-14, a senior. Sugar River's a sophomore. And Prairie de Chien is leading 2-0 at 35 seconds left in the first period.
So Gunnar Kramer for Melrose G.E.T. picking up that 8-point victory for them, and now a 16-3 score here going into 132 pounds. I'd like to thank all the sponsors bringing you wrestling action from River Valley here tonight. I know there's a long list of sponsors, and if you're in any of the sponsors you see here on your rolling script, be sure to say thanks. You know, it takes a lot to bring something like this, and you know, without our sponsors, you know, stepping up and helping out here, would not be possible to bring this wrestling from River Valley and the sites from last week, and as well as the next 2 weeks to come. So, like I say, just patronize those sponsors and say thank you if you could. Wrestling here at 132 pounds, Lane Fry for Melrose G.E.T, a sophomore at 19 and 13. Evan Clary, that's kind of a popular name. Found out this is a nephew of Ithaca Weston head coach Troy Clary, and sitting just to our left is Troy. So here cheering on his nephew from Lodi. Once again, a senior, not posting any records.
On the Prairie Chien mat, we have Baumgartner up 4-0 right now with a little over a minute left in the second period.
Lane let him jump over with that whizzer, making him pay. Never do you want to jump over that opponent, giving him that advantage, and rolled through on Clary, and Fry picking up that first takedown to go up by a 2-0 score. Minute 30 gone in period number 1.
Prairie Chien getting back points right now at the 138 weight. Baumgartner. We have at least 3, not a pin here.
We're approaching the halfway mark on in that duel down there. Prairie Chien with a pretty sizable lead. Fry not able to pick up any near fall as period 1 runs out. Seeing a little blood on the part of Fry, so we're gonna swing down here. We're gonna pick up the last.
Well, there's the pin. So now Prairie Chien is up 27-4 over Sugar River.
So that was Mason Baumgartner of Prairie over Ashlyn Milbauer. Yep. So 27-4 here. Team score. Prairie Chien over Sugar River.
Prairie Chien has their best 2 wrestlers coming up too at 60 and 215. So Sugar River is going to have to win a few here.
Up next on mat 2, 144 pounds. Sugar River, Mason Baum. And from Prairie Chien, Jackson Perkins.
You know, and we've seen this in that regional down to, that sectional down to what's happening in Fenimore. You know, Royal, that number 2 coming out of the independent side, you know, they won the prize of wrestling Fenimore first round, and
yes.
You know, I can see, you know, the coaches, you know, not seeing the enthusiasm to come down and wrestle something like that, you know, but you know, it is part of the team sectional activity, so you know, you want to put your best foot forward, you know, show good effort, and you know,
I agree.
Make a good showing for the sport of wrestling.
And wrestling, good competition, that's what wrestling's all about, to make you better.
Exactly. Wrestling competition like that, you will get better. You know, yeah, it's gonna hurt a little bit taking those licks, but you know what? You're gonna learn something from that action there in Fenimore. So as we go on here, I am on mat number 2, 144 pounds, our weight class. We are looking at Jackson Perkins of Prairie Chien, a junior at 28-17, wrestling Mason Mayu of Belleville Sugar River, a senior at 30. Does that say 39 and 3? All right.
He's actually been to state all 3 years of his career, and he's a senior.
He's up with now will be a 4-1 lead, picking up that takedown here as time winding down in period number 1. What do we got down there on
the
that?
G.E.T. mat. G.E.T's up 4-0 with 25 seconds left in the second period. Team score 16-3 G.E.T.
So Prairie Chien has choice here as we start wrestling in that second period of wrestling, electing to start from that down position.
On the G.E.T. mat, we have a 19-13 sophomore Lane Fry wrestling. Evan Clare, you probably already said that.
Yep.
You were over there.
Yep, we were. Fry had a little bit of blood time. We come away. To our score now, wrestling in the second period. Seeing a potentially dangerous, still neutral, says Mr. Riley Hayden.
G.E.T. is up 6-0 now with 1:22 left in the third period.
Mason keeping that pressure on, picking up, well, not quite picking up that takedown, coming around that right side. Jackson not giving up control of that leg. Mason has that hooked off of the right side, and there is our takedown to go up by that 6-2 score. Mason Mayu of Sugar River.
Clary had a nice roll through, and Fry caught him, and still is leading 6-0 on the G.E.T. mat.
Mason keeping pretty good front pressure, trying to he has that grapevine off that right side and trying to work that bar over for some near fall. Jackson Perkins not giving in, maintaining that pretty good base and not giving up any near fall here as period number 2 comes to an end.
Lane Fry wins 6-0, so G.E.T. goes up 19-3 over Lodi, going into the 138 match.
So I'll catch the last of this match, and then we'll trade places, Scott. I'm going to come down to mat number 1 here, pick up wrestling here in just a short bit. Starting period number on our feet once again. Perkins looking to pull out some rabbit out of his hat, so to speak, picking up maybe some quick points, but has a pretty tall task in doing that. To do that,
I would say he's wrestling him pretty well in this match.
As you said,
Perkins.
Mason, a 4-time state qualifier, looking to, well, I guess I shouldn't say that just yet. He's a 3-timer for sure. Fourth coming here. Yep, hoping for 4 in just 2 weeks' time. So it wouldn't even be 2 weeks. It'll be a week, 10 days. Mason trying to come around and picking up that takedown. Now a 8-2 score, wrestling on that near edge. Kind of just content to work that armbar series off either side. Kind of goes with just an underhook series and a little grapevine or spiral ride. Now goes back to that left shoulder of Perkins, and that thing's going to be sore. But in the morning, I think a number of times he's throwing that armbar series and trying to work over on Perkins, and Perkins not giving in, but giving that shoulder a pretty good workout.
Yeah, I would say Prairie seems to be very happy with that outcome. 8-2.
Yep, holding him to just a decision there.
That's very, very good.
Yep. Would have looked better if we could have got a 6 out of there for Sugar River, but Prairie Chien with a kind of a moral victory, I would say there.
Yes.
Now going into that 150-pound weight class. I'm going to pan down here, Scott. We're going to pick up here just the last 30 seconds of period number 1. If you want to trade places with me, we're going to come up here. Jace Stenzer of G.E.T with a 2-0 lead. Hayden Struce Clark for Lodi.
Both sophomores on that mat.
All right. Seeing a little jump on the part. Well, no, he's saying it was G.E.T that jumped. So first caution there on the part of Jace.
On the PDC mat, we got Drew Hurd, a 36-13 senior, going against Brennan Keys, a junior from Sugar River, 27-14. We're already up to 150 in that match, and it's 27-7 Prairie PDC's favor.
If Sugar River could pull off a couple, major upsets with, quick pins, it would narrow that margin up in a very quick hurry. So. Stetzer now wrestling in that down position as we start period number 2, able to come around, rotate up to his feet, picking up that takedown that escape, and then in on a kind of a double leg shot is Stetzer trying to pick up that takedown. 3-0 our score here as we work that out of bounds. Saying that we're out of bounds and still neutral, says Todd Schaff.
So they must have got Drew Hurd for class pans because he did take him down for the 2-point takedown, but Keys got the 1 point for class pan. So it is 2-1 in favor of Prairie at 150.
Still neutral, I believe, down here on mat number 1. Clark able to get a stalemate out of that shot of Stetzer. Nice reshot by Stetzer. Coming in on that single leg off that right side, and then Clark trying to come around, not picking up that takedown just yet. Stetzer able to get his hands off the mat before he came around, and then nice little lift and sweep by Stetzer, picking up that takedown as he reached the out of bounds line. 3-2 our score. 38 seconds to go in period number 2.
At the end of one period on the PDC mat, Drew Hurd leads 2-1 over Brennan Keys from Sugar River. Sugar River Prairie Chien chose down on the second period.
See a stalling warning going in the part of Clark of Lodi, backing off there to avoid wrestling, and Todd awarding that stalling warning. The first one doesn't cost you anything, but the next one will cost you a point. So Clark got to keep on his toes, so to speak. Kind of a little bit of a kind of a head steel drag, not picking up anything there. Clark now keeping pretty good forward pressure, but time does expire here in period number 2. 4-2 our score. There must have been a point that went up there. Somewhere there it'll tell you, gives you stats. Nope. Go back.
Drew Hurd leading 3-1 with 48 seconds left in the second period. He did get the 1 point escape.
Okay, yeah, so the escape was good. So takedown, we had an escape there to make it a 4-2 score. Wrestling on our feet here in period number 3. Stitzer in on another good shot of that right leg. Clark looks to sprawl back and kind of throw a crossface off that front side, neutralizing that takedown attempt and getting that stalemate back to the center to reset.
Still 3-1 over on the Prairie to Chien mat with 14 seconds to go. Drew Hurd from Prairie to Chien was a place winner at state last year.
Nice little dump there by Stitzer, picking up another takedown. 6-2 our score here. Time winding down in period number 3. Just a major decision once again for Melrose G.E.T. Taking another 3-point victory here. Now going to go up by a 22-3 team score as we go into that 144-pound bout.
Yeah, 1:24 to go in the third period. Hurd leading Keys 3-1 yet. Team score 27-7 in favor of Prairie to Chien.
All right, I think I'm gonna pan down here, pick up the last minute here in period number 3. Prairie to Chien with a 3-1 score. Drew Hurd, a senior for the Blackhawks, looking to pick up some more valuable team points here. Just maintaining pretty good ride control, has a kind of a figure 4 of that leg, and as we say that, Riley feeling and getting a little too comfortable there off that hip, not seeing enough side-to-side motion, and giving him that first stalling here. Just 30 seconds to go in period number 3. A nice little short sit trying to come up around is Keys of Sugar River. Nice little underhook and a grapevine of that left leg. Keys now able to come up to his feet. Does a little bit of tries to forward and short sit, but in doing so slid out of bounds here. Just 16 seconds to go in this 150-pound bout.
We have on the G.E.T mat, we have Scott Johnson from G.E.T against Braden Dorshorst from Lodi. Junior for Lodi. Both of them are juniors. G.E.T's record is 18-13. And he is getting pinned right now, real close to a pin.
So Hurd picking up that 3-1 victory for the Blackhawks, now taking it to a 30-7 team score, going in 165 pounds.
And there was the pin for Dorshorst from G.E.T to get them closer. It's 22-9 now. They got a long way to go in this match. But that 6 points was big.
So we got 6 more bouts here in this Prairie du Chien duel. I think this
Both matches done at the same time. We haven't had that happen.
Yeah, that hasn't happened in a long time. So I gotta believe this is Peterson's son for G.E.T. Kind of looks like him, man.
150 pounds for Lodi, Alex Brude.
So we have Bryce Lenzendorf on mat number 2 for the Blackhawks of Prairie du Chien. Clayson Hellwig of Sugar River, a sophomore at 31-17. Lenzendorf, a junior for the Hawks at 36-13. Lenzendorf picking up that first takedown as he rotates out of bounds.
Lenzendorf was a state qualifier in 2023.
Okay, up there on mat number 1, that is Jackson Blaken, a senior for G.E.T. Wrestling Alex Bruning, you said? A sophomore?
Yes.
I need to pay attention to my camera to make sure I got wrestlers in it. Good, Dean. I want to see your program. Just going to sneak a peek here at the program for Lodi as we approach those upper weights. Trying to sneak a peek to see where Lodi.
Their best wrestlers at 175, second ranked individual there. That
Mason Lane.
Best wrestler coming up. They're going to need 3-4 wins here to get back in this.
Well, their 215-pounder, I believe, is should be. That name rings a bell there in Isaac Grosskopf.
Yes, they're both their upper weights are honorable mention.
Okay. I knew you would have the lowdown on some of these wrestlers. Do many hours of computer study, and so with that, Lenzendorf picking up a fall in a 156 time of fall. Bryce Lenzendorf of Prairie du Chien picking up another 6 points to go up by that 36-7 score. All right, Scott, let's change places once again. I'm going to try to equal the air time, so to speak. I'm going to pick up on Jackson Blaken with a 4-1 lead here as we wrestle here in period number 2.
At 265 pounds from Sugar River, Riker Swenson.
There's been a few Blakens over the years from G.E.T. wrestle. I remember that.
So is that Prairie du Chien not showing their hand at 165 by giving up or just giving up a forfeit win, or because I gotta believe they've got a.
That's one of their best wrestlers. Avery usually would be at 65. Jeremiah. He is coming up now though, so they moved him up a weight.
So we looked away just for a brief second there. Blaken picking up a 3-point move there. Now a 9-1 score here, wrestling with just a minute to go in period number 2.
Yeah, I think this is Udelhoven and Avery, and that's probably why they moved him up, because that is one of Sugar River's.
Well, they're showing Alex
better wrestler.
Zielinski.
Oh, now it is up there, yes. Alex Zielinski wrestling Jeremiah Avery. Avery's 40-5, a senior. Zielinski's a 15-5 senior.
Blaken now deciding to go takedowns. Picked up a couple quick takedowns and releases on the part of Brunig, and now seeing a stalling warning, and that being the 2-point variety, meaning that Blaken now has choice. He was riding, going to maintain that ride control. And kind of the rule there, your second stalling point, anytime you go to that 2-point variety, the wrestler that wasn't the staller able to pick up that choice.
I don't know if I've ever seen that blood time with a person on his back, but Avery is leading 5-0 with 53 seconds left in the first period. He was real close to a pin, and Riley had called blood time.
So we're just a slim 3-point margin here as we wrestle in period number 3, 15-3. Just need another reversal, would take down whatever, any 2-point variety, and just a quick tilt would seal this victory for Blaken of G.E.T.
Avery did place 5th at the state tournament last year.
So here's an important tilt here. Blaken has picked up the would-be technical fall, but if he could get that pin and earn that 1 point, that 1 extra bonus point for the pin, but has not neutralized, able to kind of bring that back, tighten up that hammer lock, and rotate over once again.
He's either going to have a major or a pin, tech fall or a pin.
Yeah, well, he's got the tech fall secured, and giving the 3. Nope, the 1 won't count because the 3 secured the technical fall.
Yes, 3 before the 1.
Yep. So once you secure that technical fall, you cannot lose that match. So with that, Melrose picking up a quick 5, now up 27-9 as we wrestle here. That was what, 150? So we'll be 157 here coming up from mat number 1.
Yeah, they're a little bit behind the Prairie mat, but we've had forfeits over here.
So. Yeah, Prairie giving up. Well, we had 3 forfeits for sure down here on mat number 2. Prairie Chien maintaining that 36-13 lead with just 3 to go in that duel.
Yeah, and 6 of the 13 was forfeit, so they've had 7 they've earned on the mat.
So as we await our wrestlers here on mat number 1, as I said, at 157 pounds, we see Landon Windsor from Melrose G.E.T, a junior at 30-18. Tony, all right, Jacob, help me out there. Moseby, a junior for Lodi.
Yeah, Avery over here looks really small compared to this other wrestler. That 10 pounds makes a big difference.
Well, yeah, but looking at stature, physique, Avery.
Yes, he looks very good for this weight.
Right, exactly. Able to make up that difference in weight, but like I say, maintaining that 4-point lead here, wrestling in period number 2. Still looking for our first scoring action here on mat number 1. Windsor and Mosby from Lodi kind of openly stalking each other, maintaining that center circle. Not very often do we see that. Everybody likes to work that edge. Mosby looking to work that Russian off that right side, now letting that go. Hand fighting and a little bit of a wanting to go underhook is Windsor. A little bit of a shot off that left side, motion driving that out of bounds. So back to the center with just under 30 to go in period number 1.
With the win in this match for Prairie Chien, they're going to secure the duel if they win this 175-pound match. Avery's up 7-1, going for more back points at this point.
You know, not taking anything away from Sugar River, they've kind of came in, stood toe-to-toe with Prairie. You know, never back down, and my hat's off to Pete Swenson and his boys bringing everybody here tonight and putting on a good show here from River Valley. No score in that first period of wrestling at 1:57. Back to our feet. You know, Scott, that just kind of drives me a little bit nuts. We wrestled 2 minutes, nobody scores. Why would we go back to our feet?
Yes.
You know, I mean, my old wrestling coach, he always said, we got to go down and score first. So, and I don't think we've seen anything stalling warning or anything like that going on just yet. So enough activity to keep our official happy, but needing to pick up some type of offense to make this wrestling here a little more exciting.
Yes, I'm a wrestling fan that likes scoring. 0-0 doesn't cut it. More blood time on the Prairie de G.E.T mat with starting the third period.
What do we got, an elbow? Something shoulder, arm related off that right side. Now we're seeing a stalling. Todd must have felt he kind of backed off to avoid wrestling. So giving him that first stalling warning. Now needing to see a little more activity. And we see a shot off of that right side. Nice little kind of spin maneuver and a dump, bringing Windsor to the mat. In control is a Mosby picking up that first takedown. Goes with a deep waist ride off that right side, kind of breaking down on Windsor as time expires here in period number 2.
And over on the PDC mat, Avery is close to a pin. He's up 10-1. He will be up 13-1 at the end of the count here.
A nice little reversal there by Windsor, tying up this wrestling action. And then Mosby able to kind of step out on that lift by Windsor, picking up that escape. Now 3-2 our score. We wrestle here in period number 2. Nice little kind of a drag slide by attempt by Windsor, looking to go kind of a dump off of that as they went out of bounds.
And Avery come up with a 452 pin, so Prairie de G.E.T will win this duel tonight, going into the 190-pound match.
Next up, man 2. Sugar River, Carson Loshaw. Prairie de G.E.T, Jack McCurkin.
Mosby working that Russian off of that left side once again. Trying to come around, little type of control. Nice little drag by Windsor. Has a kind of a heel pick. Mosby able to kind of step away from that and slide out of that would-be takedown attempt by Windsor. 40 seconds and rolling here in period number 3. Windsor trailing by that 1-point margin.
On the PDC mat, we have Jack McCurkin from PDC, a 21 and 25 junior, going up against Carson Lashaw, a senior, at 39 and 9 for Sugar River. Sugar River already up 4-2 at this point. He's putting on a takedown clinic over here.
Windsor trying to put on his best move of, yep, and doing so. Oh, he hit red. Now he hit red for stalling, and red had not seen a stalling.
Yeah, G.E.T's asking for clarification there on that. Matt.
Well, they have always said pushing isn't an offense, and Todd showed us that he didn't feel that we've seen enough offensive motion there, and giving that stalling warning going against Windsor.
One of the closer matches we've had tonight.
Exactly. Windsor dropping that match by that 3-2 score. Now a 27-12 margin there for Lodi.
It's still 6-2 Sugar River at the 190-pound weight class. He just went up 8-2 with 139 left in the second period.
All right, I'm going to stay here with 165, and then I'll come down, pick up the last two matches here for Prairie to Chien. Very quickly, seeing a lot of action, looking for a head steal is Rip from Lodi, not able to pick that up. Gunnar Johnson for Melrose G.E.T picking up that first takedown to go up by that 2-0 score. Just at 165 pounds here on mat number one. Seen a lot more competitive matches here on mat number one. As we said, you know, there was 3 forfeits down on mat number 2, picking up quite a gap in wrestling. So
yeah, this is pretty common. The 2 and 3 is usually going to be the better match than the 1 and 4 seed.
Right.
Not always, but as a rule that does happen.
So with that, we've got Gunnar kind of looking to go, got the Fritz locked in, trying to rotate over. On that was Johnson. Rip able to roll through to defend that would-be near fall, and now going with a kind of a spiral ride off of that left side. Now coming around to the left is Johnson. Goes kind of a grapevine of that left leg, trying to jump across, go armbar series off of that right side. Rip feeling that pressure, bases out, defending that. Now seeing a stalling going on the part of Rip, needing to work up out of that base. Johnson keeping pretty good cross pressure with that ride, working on both right arm, right leg, wanting to turn that for some type of near fall. Now Rip able to come up to a more conventional base. Johnson now going with that arm series, throwing that arm over the head, try to bringing back is Johnson, but not able to do so as time expired here in that first period.
We're 12-5 at the 190 weight. Sugar River leading Prairie to Chien in that match. Just now went up to 14-5. 1:12 left in the third period. Now we have pinning combination. should be up at least 17-5 after this.
Rip able to come up, was able to come up, and a little bit of a short head steal was Johnson. Must have been a figure 4 or a draping head scissors or something like that around the head. Johnson picking up that 1 point penalty point, and then very quickly dropping in on a double leg attempt, bringing in control, now up by that 6-0 lead.
And Carson Lawshaw just got his 100th win. The teammates are all holding up signs there, so he just got the pin at 190. Unfortunately, Prairie du Chien is going to win the duel, but they're still fighting. That's what's important.
All right, as I said, we'll come down here, pick up mat number 2 to pick up the last 2 matches. Scott, if we want to trade places once again.
Sure.
We're going to pick up Blake Theory for the Blackhawks. Blake is one of those 3-star athletes looking to earn his 3rd trip to Madison as a junior. Very quickly in on that takedown.
Yeah, he's a 2-time place winner. To place at his weight as a freshman is quite a feat.
Right. That year I was assigned to work that regional down in Prairie. I remember Clay taking us out to the hallway and announcing that he was going to move Blake up. I believe he was wrestling 71 at that time. Or no, he was wrestling 82. They moved him to 95. He went from 82, jumped up, won the tournament that day at 95 in Prairie, and he did podium as a freshman, wrestling up 1 weight. So,
pretty amazing.
Yep. I had the opportunity to work with him on the football field this fall, and he shows very good athleticism. Playing three positions on the football field at the same time. So,
wow.
Very good running back, tight end, and also has a very bright future in the sport at the long snapper position. So looking for good things to come from Blake Theory in the years to come.
With 4 matches to go after this one on the G.E.T, Matt, Lodi's needing a win or 2 here soon, and they're down 7-1 to G.E.T here at 165. So.
Theory electing to let his opponent go in Garrett Pauls of Sugar River. Now a 4-2 score. Theory in again on a takedown, coming around that left side, has wants to go snowplow series off of that. Paul's able to just kind of base out, not giving anything there as time will expire, but not before giving up that stalling warning as time expired in that first period. As we said, Prairie du Chien having this duel locked up with a 42-19 right now, wrestling here in period number 2 at the 250-pound weight class. Paul's able to come up, or no, Blake started down in that one, didn't he? So Blake come up and out, and then very quickly in control with that takedown. Now with a showing 9-2 score. And then very quickly runs that armbar series over, putting Pauls in some pretty tight criteria, working on that left shoulder. Not able to pick up anything yet, and then as Riley comes around the backside, seeing those shoulders tight to the mat and earning that fall in a 2:44 time of fall. Blake Theory winning here at 215 pounds, and we will see Prairie du Chien. Nope, will be Sugar River here as we see them put out first here at 285.
And G.E.T. is up 11-3 with 6 seconds left to go at 165. Gunnar Johnson going to get the win there.
So not
they're going to get a major there, so they're going to be up 31-12.
So not officially out of it yet.
Not yet officially. 4 weights to go.
So here at 285, Jack Simons of Prairie du Chien, a sophomore at 35-11. Isaac Earps, a senior for Sugar River, a 27-15 record here as we wrestle at 285.
We got a good one coming up at 215 if they meet. Other than that, I would say Lodi has the edge here in these last weights, but we'll see how the outcome is.
Well, and that's, in talking earlier, I knew G.E.T. had to get a pretty substantial lead to maintain that in those upper weights. So, like I say, we'll see what the next 4 weights brings, and
I think this is Lodi's best wrestler out here right now. Hasn't posted on track yet.
Very quickly in on a takedown and a very tight cradle.
I'm guessing this is Mason Lane, very good wrestler.
Still no score here on mat number 2.
And he called his own blood time.
He felt her coming.
Yeah, Theory to me looks like an undersized 215. I don't know if you know what he weighs. But
I have not seen Blake step on the scale yet this year.
That 25-pound weight gap is quite a bit between 90 and 215. So
right.
He could possibly be an undersized 215.
My cord had come unplugged and I didn't see it. Good thing it was hanging there. So Prairie du Chien with that takedown here as time expired or wound down in period number 1 with that 2-0 lead as we wrestle here in the start of that second period.
So 175, that is the Mara Lane, the senior for Lodi, against Braden Peterson from G.E.T., a freshman at 23 and 21. And he's in the pinning combination now, Lane is, against Peterson. Is this Peterson, the coach's son, you think?
It could be, yes. Yes. And with that, Simons picking up that reversal and fall at a 2-minute, 28-second time frame, securing a 54-19 victory in the semis here at River Valley, picking up the right to wrestle in the finals here in probably, well, let's say about a half hour's time, waiting to see what opponent they will have here. As they walk across, congratulating each other. A fine season put up by Sugar River, and wishing the best to those qualifiers here in Saturday's competition in the Dells. So with that, we're going to pan down here. We're going to stay here on mat number 1 as we pick up the last 4 matches. G.E.T. maintaining a 31-12 margin here. Lodi with that 8-0 lead here at 175 pounds. So now we just got 3. We just got 3.
3 after this.
3 after this one, correct.
So if they get a pin here, like it's looking they might, it's going to be 31-18, which will be a 13-point spread. So that's going to look a lot better than what it is now.
Well, they're going to need to pin out in order to win. Yes. So yeah. So with that, you said
they're going to have at least 2 pins. After this, if we get a pin here, yes.
And I'm sure Pete and Steve keeping their boys very in tune as far as what needs to happen.
G.E.T. is going to hope for a tech fall. That'll save them at least one team point.
Is that right? We're 11-0 in the
Yes.
first period?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, well.
A lot of blood time in this match.
So as we see some more blood on the part of Myron Lane, just looking on down the road to what we're going to see Saturday, we will bring you action from the Wisconsin Dells Fieldhouse, where they will lay 3 mats on the surfaces there, and looking to qualify top 3 out of that sectional, earning their place in Madison in just 10 days' time. So looking for a good time there, and like I say, picking up this wrestling activity on the Twitch YouTube channel for WWVP, Western Wisconsin Video Production and Ken Manning. So look for that to come here in the weeks to come. So 11-1 here as we complete period number 1. Braden looks to go neutral as we start period number 2.
Yeah, Braden is the number 2 ranked 175-pounder in the latest rankings I have in Division 2.
That being Wisconsin coaches, or what?
Grapple.
Grapple.
rankings.
Okay. So Lane with a takedown, now picking up a stalling point to go up by a 13-1 margin. Just needing a short roll to go with that technical, but I'm sure. So now
Lane is the number 2 seed on Saturday, going into sectionals.
That'll do it. That'll do it right there. Braden not kind of a smart move on Braden's part. He taking the giving up the technical versus the pin. Laid there, giving up the stalling, but the match was in hand by Lane, and giving up just a 5-pointer instead of that 6. So we'll see if that 1 point comes into play as we wrestle here at 119, looking for a completion here in just a short time.
Up next on mat 1, 180 pounds, from Lodi, Nick Weed. And from the Titans, Aaron Dunnigan.
So off and rolling we are here, waiting for updates on the track website.
And Nick did qualify for sectionals Saturday.
Okay. Nick
And the
Dunnigan.
G.E.T. did not.
Okay. Dunnigan, a freshman. Pretty good record there for a freshman at 190 pounds. 35-13. His opponent, Nick Weeks. You got a record there on the track?
Oh, yes. 23-16 for Nick.
Nick, a 23-16 senior.
Coming into tonight.
Yep. Nice little lift and sweep. Picking up that first takedown is Weeks of Lodi. Kind of wanted to go crossface series off of that. Now seeing a very quick stalling warning going on the part of G.E.T. Just not coming up. Looking for a little more activity as our official is Todd Shaft, and we got some more blood on the part of Dunnigan of G.E.T. So let's take just a real quick break as we get this blood cleaned up and come back for the final moments here from team sectionals in River Valley. So back we are here trying to get set. 48 seconds to go in period number 1. Weeks electing to cut him loose, so to speak, putting him back on his feet. 2-2 our score, it's showing. No, 2-1. They gave the point the wrong way. So 2-1 our score, wrestling with 30 seconds to go here in period number 1. Both wrestlings on our feet. Weeks keeping good forward pressure, wanting to drop in on some type of control. Goes with a collar tie off of that right side, wanting to go snap down or maybe even a duck under out of that. Now Dunnigan with a little bit of a single leg attempt down with just a underhook maneuver off of that left side as time expires in this first period. 2-1 our score. I knew Bill Hanna was in the building. Yeah. Just didn't see him until now. He just walked across and Dunnigan looks to go lift and picking up that takedown as he went out of bounds. Up by a 3-2 score. Kind of goes with a deep waist off that right side and comes out of bounds. Following him out of bounds was Aaron Dunnigan. As we go back to the center.
Yeah, Lodi will need a win in this match to keep their hopes going for a team win.
Seeing a caution going on the part of G.E.T. Apparently didn't cover appropriate. Throws in a grapevine off of that right side, wanting to go armbar his series off of that right side or left side is Dunnigan, breaking down on his opponent. Just got a simple figure 4 of that right leg for control. Trying to work cross-face series is Dunnigan. Thank you. That's your tip. Got to believe we're going to see a stalling up. And now, no more than I say it, Todd drops down, wanting to see some more action out of that bottom wrestler in Weeks from Lodi.
You think you were a referee or something, Wayne?
Well, been doing it a few years, and like I say, just enjoy giving back to the sport. Coming up here, filling in for Ken, and bringing you wrestling action from River Valley. Now seeing that stalling warning, wanting to see more activity out of Dunnigan from G.E.T. Giving up that point. Making it a 3-2 score here. Just 20 seconds to go in period number 2. Dunnigan jumps off that left side, wanting to go armbar series. Kind of comes back, trying to reload that is Dunnigan. Now comes across, throws a half off that right side, trying to jump across, run some type of pressure as time winds down here in period number 2. 3-2 our score at the 190-pound semifinals, Lodi and G.E.T.
That must have been a tough regional for him not to make it out. He's looking good here.
Who didn't make it out?
The G.E.T.
Really?
Did not make it to sectionals.
Yeah, that center regional was pretty stacked at some of those weights. Nice lift and sweep by Weeks of Lodi to maintain that ride control. Throws a kind of a crossface off that right side. Dunnigan felt it come and kind of ducked out of that. Now trying to come up, and Weeks just elects to cut him, wanting to go takedowns. So we jump from a 3-2 to a 4-3. So let's go back. Well, they're 4-3 on the scoreboard, but we're showing 4-2 on the website. So got a takedown and escape in period number 1. And then a takedown to go 3-2. It stayed 3-2 all the way to the first. And an escape, okay, escape for red to go 4, and then a penalty for green to go 4-3. So, all right, now that makes sense. Using all the features that we have available to us here on the dashboard, so we can review scoring and all things like that. So with that back in wrestling here, just under a minute to go in period number 3. Duncan maintaining that 1-point margin, now picking up on that would-be single attempt. Weeks sprawling back, throwing in a kind of a front quarter out of that, neutralizing that, and picking up the stalemate as we reach that 40-second mark of period number 3. Still on our feet. Weeks in on a quick little takedown and able to secure that as he went out of bounds. So it'll be a 5-4 score with 30 seconds to go in this match. Both teams here coming to their feet, trying to get a little...
it's getting exciting. They know what's at stake.
Right. Dunnigan able to come up, pick up that escape, and then very quickly, and on a single leg attempt, Weeks able to kind of front quarter out of that, come around for that takedown, now up by a 7-5 score as time will expire here at 190 pounds, giving them that 3-point margin victory, and 31-20 is our score with just 2 matches to go.
Yeah, Lodi will have to have 2 pins to win it outright.
Yeah, if they 2 pins will give them that 1-point margin of victory.
That's where that 1 point was huge. Could have been huge there earlier.
Yep.
Which happens in most matches.
So as we await our 215-pound wrestlers here. And as we expected, Groskopf and Lockington of G.E.T. G.E.T's wrestler he's no slouch, but Groskopf able to kind of work a high single, and then Lockington able to come around, not giving up on that, picking up that takedown.
Yeah, and these two are the 2nd and 3rd seeds in Saturday's sectional. So the Lodi gentleman is 2nd seed and G.E.T is the 3rd seed Saturday.
And with that blood time on the part of Lockington, apparently we caught something in the mouth and or lip. So just a quick cleanup. We got blood time stopped already. But as I said, Lockington of G.E.T, he's not going to back down from any opponent. I've seen him many times, and looking for a good match.
Real close records: 39-7 for Lockington, 39-8 for Groskopf.
And both of these wrestlers very similar build.
Very much.
Yep. Groskopf able to tripod up. And a nice drop down to that single leg by Lockington, not giving up that escape as they come around and step out of bounds.
Yeah, this is probably one of the better matchups we've had tonight as far as on paper, but you still got to wrestle the match.
You can wrestle them on paper all day long. You'll never come up with the same conclusion. Groskopf able to kind of quad pod up out of that. Lockington tried to maintain ride control with that armbar series off that left side, but not able to maintain control as he gave up that escape at about the minute mark in period number 1. Now very quickly in on a little bit of a, how do you call that, a bear hug situation, but a little bit of a dump maneuver by Lockington, but not able to secure that as he went out of bounds. So once again, we got a little cleanup to do on the part of Lockington.
And I'm sure the coaches have let Lockington know what's at stake here, so do not try to get throwed.
Yep.
Because they're looking for 6 here.
Lodi
is looking for 6.
And G.E.T is looking not to give up the 6.
That's exactly right.
I gotta believe somebody's gonna have to catch somebody here in order to get that 6. And Lockington very quickly in on that kind of a bear hug. Now looking to go kind of a dump maneuver.
Yeah, he's going after it himself.
Exactly. Not like I said, he's not going to back down from Groskopf in any way, shape, or form. He's nice little. Looked like a little bit of a fireman's attempt by Groskopf, and very quickly in on that. He went high, stretched him out, tried to use that big step to catch that left leg of Groskopf, but not able to do so was Lockington. Now Groskopf in on a nice little quick single, picking up that takedown. Now up a 3-2 score is Groskopf of Lodi.
Oh, wow. Yeah, with Theory here, we have the first, second, and third place seeded guys from Saturday here.
Oh, really? There was no swipes there before blood time, so and he could have went, near fall being imminent, he could have went with a 2 near fall on the part of Lodi, but so time expired apparently before that happened. Groskopf electing to ride as we start period number 2. Lockington able to come up to his feet with that front crossface series. Now works that into a cradle. Lockington able to work on those hands, block and break them. Now able to come to his feet and a nice Well, it was a nice little crossface series there, trying to work that back. Was Groskopf, and Lockington able to kind of base out, come to his base. Groskopf with that hook of that left leg, trying to break down on Lockington. Lockington trying to maintain that base, but just good pressure by Groskopf, and then Lockington able to kind of come to his feet, spin out of that control of Groskopf, now tying this match at 3 minutes to go in period number 2.
These are the matches that are worth the price of admission.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you didn't have to pay tonight, Scott.
Yeah,
so
no, I didn't.
that makes it a pretty good match.
Thanks to you, I didn't.
Groskopf looking a little bit of a head steal maneuver. Lockington able to drop down, kind of come to the waist and around the waist, and picking up that would-be takedown, now up by that 5-3 score. And once again, we go back for he's got to have some, we're seeing some Vaseline now going on the lip and head region of Lockington. Not a permanent fix, but just something to seal that would-be bleeding area of Lockington.
Yeah, this way we got the Richland Center. Perkins had went to state 2 years ago, and he's going to have to beat one of these three here tonight to make it out Saturday. So it's going to be a tough feat.
So Perkins had to come out. Did Perkins make it out?
Second.
He make it out at a second.
Behind G.E.T.
Okay. Well, early in the season, he had beat a highly ranked wrestler out of Blair.
He did, yes. That guy was a state champion.
Yeah, that Blair wrestler was a state champion, and he able to pick up that win. And then as we wrestle here, no takedown awarded just yet. Both wrestlers keeping toes in. Not able to pick up control was Grosskopf as he rotated out of bounds. 26 seconds to go here, period number 2. We are on our feet with a 5-4 score here in the favor of Lockington of G.E.T. Once again, both boys wanting to go a little bit of head steal, and Lockington able to pick up that head steal and dropping down in control and picking up that fall in a 3-minute 54-second time of fall, and not only picking up the win, but the win for the duel here at River Valley. Just one match to go, 37-20 our score with 1 to go, and Melrose G.E.T. has earned that right to face off with Prairie here in probably 25 minutes time. So I think Pete's gonna.
Yeah, we'll have both teams from the Richland Center Regional matching up in the finals.
Right, Pete just said we're going to forfeit here at 285, not going to have to put his wrestler out, securing that 37-26 final here from River Valley. Let's take a short break. We're going to get a chance to use the restroom, get another water, Gatorade, whatever we need here, and set the stage here for the finals from River Valley here in just a short period of time. We'll see you then, ladies and gentlemen.